Welcome back, everybody. It is time for our next part of our Extra Life charity event live stream that the Gaiscioch runs each year. This is our 13th year running it. This is our third game in the series. We are currently looking at the 5 best indie games of our choosing this year. Now, these aren't necessarily the best games overall, like the best indie games that ever were. I didn't play every single indie game there was this season or this year, but I did play a lot that I thought stood out amongst the crowd. So this is definitely a pretty cool one. It's called Robin Hood Sherwood Builders. A prequel called Bandit's Trail. We're going to play through the first parts of that. Going to give you about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes worth of playtime. And let me know what you think. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's go ahead and dive on in. If you're a fan of Robin Hood like I am, I pretty much have played every Robin Hood game. Love all the Robin Hood lore out there and the different spins on things. There's actually 2 different Robin Hood games in this charity event series that we're going to be running. So this is one of the 2, and I'm really excited about this one coming out. I'm really happy that they released the little prequel beforehand. I think you guys are going to like it too. So let's go ahead and see what it's like.
Robin of Locksley survived the burning sands of faraway lands as he served his role in the unforgiving Crusades. He emerged unscathed from deadly skirmishes just to become an exile and face mightier enemies in his own home country. After his previous hideout in Silwich, which was razed to the ground, the forests of Sherwood granted refuge to him and his retinue, while its new rulers threatened all. King Richard the Lionheart's untimely demise plunged England into chaos and left roving bands and their petty warlords free to fight amongst themselves for territory and influence. The Sheriff of Nottingham, a murderer and usurper, exploiting the pervasive lawlessness, pillages one area after another, increasing his power and leaving the poor residents of Sherwood at the mercy of wild fate.
Alright, that's a little introduction for how I got here.
I always worry when you're away from home for long, Robin.
My good friar, the sheriff will face death well before I do.
Haughty as always, I'm just glad to see you in good health, friend.
Don't worry, we're not in danger this time. We're safe here.
Nothing I can do after the nightmare that the Crown's men brought on us and our old home.
This time they won't run into us. We're well hidden. I saw to that.
The previous settlement was so goodly. I know you all too well, you crafty fox. I'm aware you're scheming to fight back.
What matters is everyone made it out alive. After I defeated Black Henry and freed Marion, the sheriff completely lost his composure. I must stop the enemy before he becomes too powerful.
The enemies, the king and sheriff, don't stop at their own henchmen. You constantly hear about ever more scoundrels plaguing the surroundings of Nottingham.
King's allies grow in numbers. Some are bought with land assignment, others threatened with death and confiscations. We must weaken the grip of the king and the sheriff if we are to feel safe here.
Definitely, Robin. Recently, Little John had his shirt cut. We can't take risks like that.
He'll recover. You know him. We each have our crosses to bear. You say so yourself.
Well said. You may be right. This settlement seems secure.
This time no one will find us. Time to let an arrow loose right into the beast's heart.
I believe you, dear Robin, but before you do that, you must regain your strength. Setting up a new village is exhausting work. Eat something, have a drink, rest in your home. We'll talk later.
Gonna need stones a little bit, so I'll grab a few of these while I'm here. Well, what's this cheese here?
Have you already managed to get some rest? Good friend, it'll never cease to amaze me how little sleep you need. This can't be healthy. I'm not swayed by this. Besides, those who sleep don't sin. I'll keep my wine.
I knew how you'd react. Take it easy, Tug. Your cask supply's safe.
I should think so. It's a strategic reserve for a time of crisis.
Certainly. Not another word.
I take it you slept so well, you misplaced your weapon. Where is your bow?
This time I didn't lose anything. They broke it during a hunt. We've had so much work with building a new village that I haven't had time to craft a new one yet.
The forest hasn't been kind to us of late. The worst is behind us, however, and now you can take to making your bow in peace. Grab a hatchet and fell a few trees. The wood should suffice for both the bow and the arrows. I have a hemp cord here that should do as a bowstring.
That's all the help I need. Thank you, Tuck.
I know how much you value your weapon. See to crafting it, but be right back. Our village needs your help.
How have you been getting along with Tuck while I'm away?
Lately, he got the crazy idea of been nicking wine from his pantry. Can you believe it?
Well, have you?
Of course I have. But he ain't caught me red-handed. And if he does...
You'll tell him that's not your red hand.
How's your day, sir?
These guys. That should get better. The thing I've noticed is that if you stand too close to the tree, you hit in the tree with the handle, and it only does like 5 damage. If you back up and you swing at range where the blade's actually hitting the tree, it does more damage. Thing. You can't just kind of fake it till you make it.
With a bow like this, you have nothing to fear. Unless you get on Marion's bad side again by telling her to cook for you. Even the purest steel and holy water wouldn't help you then.
Time's long past. We've explained things to each other and agreed I wouldn't make this mistake again. Speaking of whom, have you seen her anywhere?
Be at ease. This time no one lured her into a trap. She left to help the locals. She'll be back sooner or later.
That sounds like her. You said you could use my help here?
Yes, there are many things we need. Food, most of them all. A better archer couldn't be found in all of Sherwood. Before you set off to take from the rich, perhaps you could use your skills to aid us.
I'll gladly try out the new bow. Stoke the fire. We're having a roast tonight. I'll leave the meat in storage.
Everyone in the village is working so intensely, a small feast should lift their spirits.
Hey Stringent, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in and thank you for the sub. last time I came over here, these guys ganked me, and I totally don't even want to experience that this time. Get out of the water. Keep messing with my camera. Well, wouldn't be fog water without falling off cliffs. Was that an Uber Eats? Because he literally delivered himself. Oh man. Someone hit the brakes for me. The only brakes I hit was breaking my leg. Good news is I almost have enough meat. You can do this, Fog. Fail. There we go. Now I got my run to hold. I got it on the first try both times. No problem. This time, not so good. We'll make it or I will die. one more deer. Hey, Tricia. Oh, that's the cliff that I ran and jumped off of and then realized that was an actual cliff. Let's not do that again. Yeah, the last time I came running off that cliff thinking it was a little tiny drop. Not so much.
Saints and heavens above, you're back safe and sound, good Robin. Allow me to ask, how was the matter of our does? Was your hunt successful?
How long have we known each other that you still need to ask? My eyes haven't failed me this time either. I just hope that there's enough for everyone. Please, make sure they have a warm meal today.
By the Blessed Mother, of course it shall be done. Well fed and under your leadership, they will soon take up proper work.
What do you mean by that?
The expansion of our settlement, of course. The merry men are starting to run out of breathing room. You are surrounded with many loyal people. Each of them needs a roof over their head. The more houses there are, the more able bodies we have for work.
I think I know what you're hinting at, Tuck.
Have I become that predictable? In that case, I won't beat about the bush. We need wood to construct homes for the village's inhabitants. There's more of us here with each passing day.
The tree fights back. All right. So here you go. So this is where the RTS mode kind of comes into play here. Get what button I set it to. But they can't have my beer. That's mine. Kitty, are you sure you didn't log into Deimos' account? Because I see Deimos claimed. See you claimed now for one of them. Yeah, it looked like Deimos got the first two. Should have enough now. Gonna drop them off in here. Alright, if you have not done so yet, go on over to gsch.info, log in. You gotta register, get a Gaiscioch passport account. You log in, claim those raffle tickets. You get one for each one of the games that we're playing, all the way through the Extra Life, this weekend, next weekend, and then the weekend following. I figured this roof would be high enough for me to jump onto. Haha. Food is going to be important, so I'll have that split like that. Talk to Tuck real quick.
There you are. I saw the new building. A fine job. I've always believed that carpentry is an exceptional craft.
True. Looks cozy.
Now is the time for the people who live there to get to work. Fortunately, none of them expect a free dinner. We have a few tool production specialists here, and if you build a furnace, you will see that for yourself.
Tuck, are you trying to use some underhanded ploy to send me out into the woods?
God forbid! This time to the quarry. The furnace requires stone. Extract it and watch over the construction. You won't regret it, as we need the tools the furnace provides.
Works best if you actually hit the rock. I'm guessing there's reeds right next to the base. No skill point shit. Looks like reeds are going to be the other way. Shit. Royal Scamp. Okay. Alright, so more straight west. Little fish. I don't know, people. This stuff was put in there by using this ornate to unlock it. And I found salmon in there. Do you really think I should eat that salmon? I mean, who knows how long it's been in there? I think that would be a bad idea. How you doing? When this game finally releases in full, you're going to see me play a lot of this. I'm sure clay is going to be useful. Could do that, huh?
I know it's not in your nature, Marion, but have you had some rest since the escape?
I could ask you the same thing, my dear. The Prince of Thieves needs to rest too.
Now you're just mocking me. The Prince of Thieves.
A little, but mostly worrying. So many sleepless nights have passed to settle here.
There's no end in sight. Are you handling our people all right?
I tended to whom I could with what little there was left in the herbal satchel. I can gather new plants myself, but we need more serious equipment to look after the gravely injured.
Tell me how I can help you.
We have most of the construction materials, as well as the plans. Collect some reed for me. It usually grows by rivers and other bodies of water.
And later?
Look over the construction.
I break my... Yeah, there we go. Hello everybody and welcome. Be sure to go to gaiscioch.info/extra-life. You can register an account with our Gaiscioch passport system if you don't have one already. And then log in and click that little claim raffle ticket button. Enter you into our event series raffle, which will... Whoa. Gotta get the ham. Some rope with that. The more we earn, the more we give away. That's good. Construct a furnace. Oops. Alright, copper ingots, and we're gonna need some stone. Yeah, a few more pine here. Whoops. Some of our other civilians, some houses.
Wonderful, Robin. You've mastered the portion of duties related to managing the village. I never doubted your hunting abilities, but governing a township is an entirely different skill set.
As you see, I can manage that too.
Ha! Let's hope no roofs fall on anyone's head.
I can think of at least one person in Nottingham Castle who could use a roof collapsing on his head.
Robin, though I do have a similar sentiment towards falling roofs and the sheriff's head. Anyway, listen to me well now. This
So, you know how to be serious.
I can, and so should you by now. The village that we're setting up here is only the beginning. You'll see that in time we'll learn how to function not as a band of forest outlaws, but as a well-organized community.
That's the plan. I'll make it so that the people will live free again, safe from the sheriff's tyranny.
Of course, I believe it. Even if I didn't, that would make scarcely a difference with your persistence.
What's this about then?
About the people, in fact. For now, those closest to us. You realize we're surrounded by a vast and marvelous land, after all. It is inhabited by various houses, groups, and alliances. It's often the case that they are not quite fond of each other.
I'm aware of that, Friar.
Try to win the sympathy of at least a few. Show the denizens of this land that not all hope is lost. Having their support means you'll travel the road further ahead with greater confidence.
Reasonable. Is there something I should start with?
Every action taken against the outlaws or the men of King John and the sheriff is an action that counts. To every one of us. When the king's steward looks to take some good person's head, you stop him. When you see a caravan laden with royal gold, I'm sure you see where this is going.
I understand.
There are, however, places where exceptionally unsettling things are said to happen.
Boulder's Gate mine.
Stop me. I'm hurting all over, Robin.
It's good to see you too, John. What happened?
Oh, something snapped in me back. I can barely bend down.
That must be normal at your age. Marion will make you a balm for it.
At my age? You've forgotten about our meeting on the bridge or what?
You don't forget a blow like that. Although, I have been managing better in fights since then.
Couldn't be any other way with a teacher as excellent as me. You fancy a little adventure?
And a friend as excellent as you, John. What adventure do you have in mind?
Nothing epic. A few thugs wandered too close and need to have their faces caved in for it. You ready to teach them a lesson? I'll show you where they are.
I'll gladly warm up my bones, and you be sure to mind yours.
Excellent. Teeth are going to fly. Let's meet at the edge of the village.
Oh, we were back. All right, hey. That was most tragic.
Finally, you're here. I'm the one with sore bones here, not you. I saw a camp in this area.
You're fiendishly fast for such a bruiser. What is this camp?
Regular thugs, but they can cause trouble if they find us. Besides, saw them hiding something in the hollow tree.
Now you have my attention, John. No time to waste. Let's get moving.
First things first. Sneak up to the guard there. He's watching the camp and he doesn't look tougher than you, so he shouldn't have a problem.
All right. I'll hide in the grass. This'll be easy. And that's how it's done, old-timer.
I'll admit, not too bad. Though I would have packed a bigger punch for it.
I've no doubt about that, John. Maybe you'll demonstrate that bigger punch on some other brigands.
I can barely move with this here back. You trying to do me in? Take care of him and come back to me.
Gotta free the gluten.
What did those dodgers hide in there?
Looks like loot from a theft. Some gold, some jewelry, everything covered in flour. Find out who this could be, John, and return it to the owner.
I'll have a look around the area as soon as I feel better. By the way, do you ever miss our looting days? Remember how one time you had me put on a frog and...
Well, I myself pretended to be blind to fool the sheriff. Yes, I remember. Good times, John.
By God! He was howling mad like a wolf when he figured out how we duped him. Could still hear him from a league away, and got a bit of gold while at it.
Maybe we'll pull off something like that again. Right now, it's time to look after the village.
You grow ever more reasonable with time, my friend. But you're right. We'll meet back home.
All right. Alright, so I need more money. Read, fine. should get more food.
How's your day, sir?
There we go. I'm gonna go sleep so that I save. All right. check out that quest just south of this guy. It's to be daytime, I think. You gotta be very careful sprinting at night, especially when there's rocks involved, because there are cliffs everywhere. There's actually two treasures here. Found the edge of the demo.
Friend or foe?
Depends what you think of King John and the Sheriff.
One onto the pyre, the other to stoke the flames with.
Friend.
Very well. The name's Theobald, good master. On a quest to find Cockaigne. On the road for months, all of us. The sheriff, may his part shrivel and fall off, has been a thorn in all our sides. Left my home in cinders. Barely made it out with the family. Gathered the rest of the people, and so through the woods we go, week after week.
Cockaigne. Don't take offense, but that is a made-up place.
Not made up, but legendary. And I shall find it. Besides, better to look for Cockaigne than to live where the sheriff rules. Tooey.
There's some right on your side. Perhaps you'll make a stay at my village. It's...
I'll stop you there. I thank you, but we continue on. The sooner we set out, the faster we'll... Damn it, what now? Spirits?
They are making me high.
Blasted savages. Normally we manage, but we've been on the road for some time and we'd be in dire straits if it weren't for you. I can't offer much. Hunger afflicts us too. But tell me your name, and anyone we meet will know. Its bearer is a good man and fierce warrior.
I've no want for gold, nor do I seek admiration, but thank you. I am Robin of Locksley.
Thank you, Robin of Locksley.
Nice thing is they have these little camps around that you can use. And we're about that time where I gotta prepare for the next one. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching Sherwood Builders. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to be streaming this game when it comes out officially. I'm going to be doing a lot of playing of this, so I look forward to seeing you cruise around my streams. It'll most likely be a late night stream. It'll probably be something I do to wind down the night, but I do look forward to seeing you. This is definitely one of the favorite games that I have that it's coming out soon. And you can download it right now on Steam. This is the Bandit's Trail, I believe. Yeah. Robin Hood, Sherwood Builders, Bandit's Trail. Search for it on Steam. It is definitely worth a play. I highly recommend you give it a try. This is one of those games that you haven't really seen very much marketing for, but I think is really exceptional, and it's built by a small team of developers. It's an indie game. And as indie games go, this one looks really good. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. You've seen how it looks. You've seen me play it. This isn't usually what I see when I see indie games. So, great job to the development teams. I really think that it's a lot of fun and highly worth the playthrough. So, give it a look. In any case, I will see you for the next adventure, which will be here in about 15 minutes. See you there.